We all have our playgrounds that we love to spend time in. It's not until they're actually taken away or threatened that many of us take notice. This place is shrinking, and this could happen in your backyard too. That's the reason for coming here. It's up to all of us to speak up and protect it. In 6 short days in Bears Ears and Grand Staircase-Escalante, I think we span from around 4,000 feet up to somewhere near 8,500. So we're down in, hot desert, big sand dunes that we're running down, and then some days up into high alpine where it's super chilly at night. You're starting to see pine forests and totally different trees. And then going from being deep in the canyons where there's water and it's all carved out and it's rock art. And then actually climbing out and being up on the rim and getting the same view of the same thing from bottom to top was really unique. What do you have for me today?
Well, this rest day involves
this rest day.
Going down Davis Gulch.
The last 2 days, all three of us set off together and hiked in Davis Gulch, which I'd been down before, and it quickly becomes a slot canyon. We were passing packs to each other.
Yeah. Don't get your feet wet, whatever you do. Ah!
And swim across some super cold potholes that really get your attention.
Oh, it's cold! Can't feel my legs. That's cold, right?
There's so many other good slot canyons higher on the road, meaning a shorter drive for people, that I think less people just go there. So it was nice to have that mostly to ourselves.
All right, we're almost to the sun. Oh, that was pretty good. Yeah, that was really graceful.
It's really confusing to understand the designations of national park, national monument, national recreation area. National parks are protected due to their scenic and recreational value, while national monuments are protected based on historical and cultural interest. Even if you don't come spend time in Utah, this sets a dangerous precedence for all of our public lands and what they're here for and why our national parks were put here and our national monuments are here for a much bigger purpose. And this shrinking is a slippery slope.
This is like ultimate camp spot.
Love coffee.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
That'll wake you up. There's nothing like working like that for an experience. We would never be able to see that terrain if we didn't really work for it. There's no other way to get there.
I like being a little cut up and stuff. It means you're trying hard.
A challenge like that really makes you appreciate how special it is. It really made me feel like I was in it and part of the environment and really experiencing it to the fullest.
These are petroglyphs.
Yeah, these are carvings, so they're petroglyphs, yeah.
It's a huge archaeological museum out here because of, how fragile those sites are and how rare they are. They're not rare here, but in the larger sense of the world, those sites are very special. I mean, it gives us a history and a sense of like where we come from.
It's just incredible how tall they are. Like, how high is that? 25 feet? Top of that one?
You feel the power of nature standing in a place like that. And I mean, there were some places that I just had to stop and be quiet because it was so magical. You feel the spirituality of those places and you understand why people from hundreds of years ago lived there, and we still want to go there. We're still drawn to the same places.
She said, please send pictures of home, 'cause I was born for life on the road.
I do wonder, what will we leave behind? What traces will we leave? And I hope they're good ones, or we don't leave any trace.
It is pretty amazing.
I mean, I think you just have to sit with the place and be here if you can and spend some time and make up your own mind about what you think, these places are about and why they may or may not need to be protected. And I think most people would generally land on this is a special place and it's worth protecting.
With trips like this, like you're always trying to push towards the finish. Almost every time, you know, I'm a little sad when it's over because I'm already thinking of the next adventure and thinking of the stories and everything that we went through. But that's the sign of a good adventure when you already want to come back. So I've left here inspired by this place. My hope with all of this and us talking about this, you know, the monument boundaries being shrunk, is that more people will want to come here and more people will speak up and more people will really go to bat to protect the public lands.